Well, anyway, this is Kevin, and he came in here and talked about solar panels, right?
Yep.
And solar panels, he tried to convince me that if I get solar panels, I won't have to pay for it, right? Something like that.
Well, we install.
You install it.
Or monitor and maintain, no cost to you.
Right.
You just buy the
And
electricity.
the only reason I was interested because of the Tesla self-generated,
Tesla Powerwall.
and then I found out that your company's related to him, right?
Yep.
But I'm not going to talk to you about that, am I?
No.
I want to talk to you about something that really bothers me. And you're an expert on something that really bothers me. In fact, you're one of the few experts out there who knows my answer, my question.
The answer.
What about bees?
Honeybees.
Any bee. Because I said that's a
Pollinators.
problem. And you said that is a problem.
That is a problem.
Get it.
Well,
You your background.
I'm a beekeeper. I've been a beekeeper since 2005.
I never met a beekeeper. I mean, I met beekeepers, but I never really talked to beekeepers.
A vegan beakeeper.
A vegan beekeeper.
Oh.
Beekeeper. So gentle beekeeper. The bees' lives are very important to us.
Right.
So it's really important that we treat them well and that we give them a lot of
pet
food.
'em?
Yeah, you can pet them.
Yeah.
As long as you're friendly and gentle.
Is that
then
right?
they won't sting you, but otherwise, you might aggravate them, and then they'll let you know what they think.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest problems about honeybees is besides the breeding that we've been doing for the past 80 years, the transporting honeybees across the country to pollinate the various crops, it can be very detrimental to honeybees because you'll take 80% of the honeybees of this country, they go to the almond crops.
Which means they're beekeepers, especially have bee colonies for the crops in California.
Yeah, and they put them on the back of semi-trucks.
Put them back up semi-trucks.
And then they transport them from all over the country down to a few farms in California to pollinate the almond
A
crops.
few farms control all the honeybees.
Yep, 80%.
80% of all farms are controlled by a few farmers.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And then with the bees, well, there's a bunch of problems with that because the almonds. It's a monoculture. There's just almond flowers.
Just
that are
almond
blooming
flowers.
Right there. So the bees have only one food to eat.
One food to eat.
And they don't produce enough nectar for the bees to eat. So, and the nectar's their carbohydrate, the pollen's their protein. So what the beekeepers will have to do then is feed the bees either sugar water or high fructose corn syrup.
Oh my God.
In huge tanker trucks. And then also when the bees are out there flying, pollinating all of these almond flowers to create great almonds for everyone, the almond farmers are then spraying fungicides and pesticides and all sorts of sprays that will then the bees bring back to their colonies, and you have then too much chemicals, too much toxicity, bees die.
In the honey.
Almond flowers,
And it
right?
goes in the honey.
Can't they have, isn't there like bees, natural bees from that area?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough because you have just tens of miles of
Miles.
anywhere you look,
Miles.
just almond
Just almonds.
trees.
All sprayed, and that makes almond
sprayed.
milk. That's all sprayed.
All sprayed.
All sprayed. So then so the bees, they're transported to a couple small guys, big guys with miles and miles of almond trees. And then what happens to the bees then?
Well, a lot of them die,
A lot of them die.
and then the ones that do make it, then they'll take them back to.
So any bee, say four brothers, two bees die, two bees live, right? So two bees, they go back in a special tank.
Well, it's a colony. They're boxes. All the bees there'll be about 30 to 100,000 bees per colony. And
30 to 100,000 bees per colony.
Per colony.
So they come back to the colony.
They go back to the colony. They bring the toxin-laden pollen
Oy.
and nectar, and it's on them too. And
On
it goes
them,
back
too.
into the colony. And fungicides especially bad because just like our immune system, we have beneficial bacteria that provides us our immunity. 90% of our immune system is in our gut. The bees utilize fungus for their immune system. And when you don't have that healthy fungus because of all the fungicides that are sprayed,
Charge the battery, it says.
you cannot.
Is this running? It says
Yeah.
charge the battery.
Should be charging, right?
Yeah, keep on.
Because
So
you
it dies.
Seems like
because
it's
it
okay.
kills the fungus. The bees then their immune system
They have
gets
bad immune system,
compromised,
okay.
and they can't detoxify.
One second. So after they get done with the almonds, Then they have to go. They keep on going.
Then they go from the almonds, then they'll go to the citrus, then they'll go to blueberry fields, strawberry fields, cranberry fields. So the honeybees are
So there's like
constantly,
25 states, maybe 25 different products.
constantly moving around depending upon the time of year and time of season.
So if the honeybees